next guest, she was born in Rome, New York. She says that changing her occupation has made her more approachable. She's got a sign in her car that might scare some guys off. She claims to meet lots of men at the go-kart track. Please welcome Audrey Cook. Hi, Audrey, how are you? Nice to see you. Audrey, it's just hard for me. You just don't look like you'd be hanging out at the go-kart track. You just don't look like that kind of person.
Well, I meet a lot of men over there.
Do you work there, or do you just
no,
go...
I
just go play there.
Find somebody that looks nice and then slam them into the wall.
Oh, so you meet them while you're underway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you aim for them.
Mm-hmm. Well, it works, and then you have to, then it's like, oh, I'm sorry, did I hurt you? And then you carry on a conversation.
Oh. You have a sign in your car, you said, that may turn men off. What is that?
It says, Moody B seeks kind, considerate man for a love-hate relationship.
And is that, well, apparently it's true. I mean, do you feel that way about yourself?
No, I'm not really a Moody B, but
what?
It's a funny sign.
Oh, you
People
just think
laugh
you think
about
it's
it.
funny? Yeah.
Yeah.
How has changing your occupations become more approachable, and what did you used to do?
Well, I used to be in automotive with cars and parts and stuff like that, and I now work in an office, and I wear dresses and nylons, and now men actually realize I'm a woman.
Oh, so you were back there like collecting fan belts and stuff? Or
yeah, working on cars, stuff like that.
I see. Okay, well, going to take a look at the men that Audrey had to choose from. Now, remember, you're going to pick the man that you think's best for her. First, there's Dan. His interests include skiing, reading, sightseeing, meditating, and sleeping. His last relationship ended because he wanted romance, and he thought it was too soon. And Dan told us something he's learned from being married twice.
One of the things I learned is this whole thing about chemistry and that's good for 6 to 9 months. And then, boy, if you don't have something else besides that there, then, it's just, the relationship will fall apart. And so I used to always just really make decisions on the chemistry, and whoa, I mean, every day I'd fall in love again.
Next, Dean, he rates himself an 8, believes that he resembles Alan Alda. He thinks women find him easy to talk to, but he says that they usually don't like his sense of humor. And Dean described what a typical date is for him.
They come over, maybe have wine or something. And then if it's a movie, and then we'll come back and then have a snack. And then it's pretty much, it's your standard conservative date. I'm not too much of a party animal, so. But it's usually all my dates are pretty well handled, and maybe a kiss here or something like that, but usually no stayovers or anything.
And finally, Bill describes himself as average, claims that women like his eyes and his hair. He was married for 17 years, he's been divorced for 3 years, and now he's ready for another long-term relationship. And Bill told us about a recent date.
So we go to the beach, and we're sitting there and we're talking, and all of a sudden she stands up and she draws this big circle in the sand, and she starts doing all this chanting, and I'm looking at her, and I said, "What are you doing?" And she says, "I worship Satan." And I go,
No, that would send you home. Those are the 3 men that Audrey had to choose from. It's time for you to vote. Please make your choice now. Who would you send her out with? Take a break, and when we come back, we'll meet the man that Audrey selected, hear everything that happened on their date. We'll do that, 2 and 2. Be right back at you.
A 10, and Siskel and Ebert give 2 thumbs up for Disney's Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey. Rated G. Now playing at a theater near you.
We're back. Audrey's going to tell us who she picked.
Bill.
Bill. Haven't seen each other since the date. We always hear both sides. Say hello to Bill. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Chuck.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
Hi, Audrey.
I'm glad you got off that beach. Yeah,
I was too.
Big stuff at home back there. And Audrey's going to start us off.
Well, when I found out what he's studying to be a lawyer.
Yeah, I saw that on his little readout there, his student.
And I was a little worried about that. I don't like lawyers. I think they're very arrogant, and
really?
So I didn't really want to go out on the date.
Oh.
So what we decided to do is have it real casual, just in case we didn't get along.
Right.
So we went bowling, and
a bowling date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and then if it worked out real good, then we were going to go out to dinner. I mean,
see.
but
Just stick with bowling first.
well, I had a backup just in case it didn't work.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had some pills in my purse so I could cop a headache.
So now, did you go pick him up or did he pick you up?
No, we met at the bowling
You met
alley.
at the bowling alley. Okay. So you get there first or did he?
I got there first.
And you're waiting. Did you recognize him when he came in?
Oh, yeah.
Did you just kind of watch him walk around or did you go right up to him?
I went right up to him.
Did you? Yeah. What did you think of her in person, Bill?
I was relieved.
Were you?
No, I thought she looked great. I thought she looked very well.
And when you saw him and spoke to him for a little while, did you feel better as well about...
Oh, I thought he was very well put together, very good-looking man.
Yeah, so who cares if he's a lawyer or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got over that stigma.
Yeah. So you guys go pick shoes and balls out, right? Well, that's what you do at the bowling alley, unless you're carrying your own bag.
She has her own shoes and
Oh, I
bowling
see.
ball.
Well, I see.
So I thought she was gonna shark me here.
Yeah. So now you're bowling, Bill.
Yes.
Yeah. It's interesting to watch people bowling sometimes. You get a real interesting kind of
Back end.
perspective.
Oh,
In fact, I would suggest bowling dates to a lot of people because you really get to see people.
I'm probably quite a spectacle.
What'd you think of her? Were you checking her out while she was bowling?
Oh, yeah.
Were you?
Yeah, because you get to see the back.
Well, that was the point that I was so badly making, as a matter of fact.
She's very well put together in the rear.
Uh-huh. So you're bowling and things are going along pretty well, I guess?
Yeah, everything felt really good, so we decided to separate and go put big people clothes on and go out to dinner.
Oh, good. So you meet at the dinner at where you're going to have
Yeah,
dinner
we
at the
were going to
restaurant?
meet at a restaurant.
And you did?
Well, I had kind of a little tragedy before. I got home to change my clothes, and it's like 5 o'clock at night. The lights are out. I have no electricity. I'm having a bad hair day. I mean, it was like I'm dressing in the dark.
No electricity and a bad hair day. Boy, what a,
I mean, it was
what
like,
a combo
oh,
for
God.
today's disaster that is.
You know, you like somebody, you want to try to look nice, and it's like, I'm going to look like a gunny sack. And
How'd she look when you met her?
She looked fantastic. She had this black dress on, and her legs was great. She has great legs.
She did that in the dark, too. I mean, not her legs, but I mean, she dressed. So dinner's going pretty well, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we talked about a lot of things. He has children, and I like kids, and we just really had a really good, relaxing dinner. He's a very interesting person to talk to.
What do you remember about dinner, Bill?
Cleavage.
Thanks for pausing and taking a little break and thinking about that, Bill.
She has great cleavage. Or she did in that dress.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Well, that's kind of a short answer. I don't have much to say about that. So,
I don't either.
now what happened after dinner?
Well, he walked me to my car and gave me a hug and a kiss, and it was really sweet. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's nice. One kiss and that's it, right?
That was about 4 or 5 pecks, and we were gone.
4 or 5 pecks and you were out of there. Okay. Sounds like it turned out better than you thought.
Yeah.
Or maybe better than Bill thought, too. Let's take a look and see who the audience picked. Bill, 54%. So if you'd like to ask him out again, we'll be happy to take that.
Bill, would you like to go out again?
Love to.
Come on out, Bill. Come on over and have a seat. Well, it's nice to have you both on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your date with us, and good luck to both of you. And keep in touch. Will you do that?
We will.
Okay.
All right, going to come right back with our next guest. Stay with us. We'll meet our next guest. She was born in Chicago, raised in New York City. She thinks that she intimidates most men. And she says that her underwear can change her mood. She's real happy about being nicknamed Sunny, so please welcome Sunny Smith. Hi, Sunny, how are you? Nice to meet you, too. Come have a seat. Sunny, you just pulled your hand away from me. Don't you want to hold my hand?
Well,
You didn't want to, did you?
Depends on how long we've known
Oh,
each other.
stop it. Yeah. Why do you like being nicknamed Sonny? Just because it's kind of up or what?
My real name is Deborah, and my last name is Smith, so you can imagine how many Smiths there are.
Yeah.
And so I didn't pick either name, but Sonny seems to be something people remember and they hold on to.
Sure, yeah. Well, let's talk about your underwear a little bit. Since you brought it up, what does that mean? It can change your mood. Is it styles, or like do you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on it, or what?
I think if it's like it's been raining a lot here, right?
Yeah.
So if it's very cloudy and it's dull and you have to go to a meeting, I'd wear like red lingerie. I mean, it's sort of a private joke. If you walk into a room, nobody knows that you've got on hot red lingerie and you have a gray suit on.
So now what kind of business are you in?
I'm an attorney.
You're an attorney.
Right.
So you're sitting there during this deposition, and you're saying to yourself, I've got red underwear. Let's take a look at the tapes that Sonny saw, and I remember you're going to vote again. First, there's Ralph. He's originally from Newark, New Jersey, and he admits that he's been called Ralph the Mouth. He thinks his social life would improve if he lost some of his baby fat. He's looking for a woman who's ready to go out on a moment's notice. Here's more on that.
At 9 o'clock, ding, the light goes on and I'm ready to do something. And it'll be spontaneous, let's go. And no, you have to let me know in advance, that type of thing. I don't like that. So generally, I like to have 1, 2, and 3, be able to call 1, 2, and 3, simply because if one won't go, 2 will go. But personally, I really just like to have the one that'll be ready to go all the time.
Next, Garrick. He was married. He has 3 marriages. They lasted 1 month, 2 weeks, and 10 days. He's been divorced for 4 years now. He hasn't been on a date in over 3 years. He enjoys reading the Bible, writing science fiction, and here's how Garrick looks at dating.
She's not paying for it. I'm paying for it. So, and I'm going to talk to her, and she's going to laugh, and we're going to have a good time, and we're going to have fun, and...
Come on, Garrick. Finally, Keith, he rates himself a 10 because he said if he didn't, who would? He describes his personality as cool and laid back. He claims his worst habit is rolling his eyes, and we asked Keith if he had any secret passions, and here's what he said.
Passion, okay, fantasy. I'm going to tell you, I have a passion, but it's a fantasy, and I know it's a fantasy, okay, but, you know, I see all these, like, rock stars and stuff running around. They've got, like, these women ripping their clothes off. I would love to have women chase me and rip my clothes off. Okay? Fantasy.
Okay. Those are the 3 men that Sonny had to choose from. It's time for you to vote. Who would you send her out with? Audience has made his choice. We're out of time, so we're going to find out who Sonny picked and hear everything that happened on her date tomorrow. That's our show for today. I'm Chuck Woolery. I hope all your dates are good ones tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Chuck Woolery's wardrobe furnished by Bernini. This is John Cervenka speaking for Love Connection. Love Connection is an Eric Lieber production produced in association with and distributed by Warner Brothers Domestic Television Distribution.
At Wendy's, we're making a big deal out of 4 great meals.
Presenting Wendy's old-fashioned combos. We've taken a big order of Biggie fries and a 20-ounce drink, teamed them up with our old-fashioned quarter-pound single, our half-pound double with cheese, Wendy's delicious chicken sandwich, and our big classic with cheese. Then we trimmed the price. So at Wendy's, you can get a great deal on a great meal every day.
Sounds like a great combo to me.
Get an old-fashioned single combo for just $2.99 every day at Wendy's.